Mission Central Leadership Cohort is a monthly gathering of young, emerging leaders to talk, pray, and learn together about spiritual life and leadership. We get together on Saturday mornings once a month, and I or my colleague Allison present some topic. Topics include things like how to initiate conflict on a team in a healthy way, or what does it mean to make disciples when that's not really part of my job. And once we talk about that topic, present a few helpful ideas, we really get a conversation going. And each participant gets to share how that's connected to their life and their leadership context and what's really going on for them. We intentionally get a mix of people. So some folks are from the nonprofit sector, others are on church teams, others are in the business world. We have some folks whose leadership really doesn't have anything to do with their job. And that's intentional because we think there's a lot that people can learn from each other across those barriers. Our hope is that the cohort actually becomes more of a community over time as people see each other each month. They can confide in one another, find a shared value in supporting one another in the trenches of Christian leadership and the challenges that they face there, having each other's backs as they process through those experiences. And you might wonder, why start a cohort like this? Why have a space like this for young leaders? And really, our motivation comes from how needed and how rare healthy Christian leadership is. Burnout is a real thing. So is serious moral failure. A lot of Christian leaders don't make it to the end of their life and work with a sense of faithfulness and having really fought the good fight, as the Apostle Paul said. But it doesn't have to be that way. Faithfulness is an option. None of us is perfect. All of us constantly needs God's grace and forgiveness for our failures and our shortcomings. At the same time, we don't have to be hampered by habitual sin or crushing burnout. There is a way to lead that's actually emotionally and spiritually healthy, that's deeply connected to our life with God. One of the phrases that we use to describe that connection to our life with God is spiritual formation. Your life with God has an inner reality to it in your spirit. And your spirit is taking shape over time. You're either becoming more like Jesus or coming under the influence of sin and temptation. You're either becoming more and more the version of yourself that you deeply long to be or becoming a more warped version of yourself. And it's possible to learn how to collaborate actively with God in becoming that person that He wants you to be. So we spend some of our time talking about how that process works, while also talking about really practical leadership things related to teamwork and influence and vision and strategy and things along those lines. So if this sounds interesting to you, if this idea of putting together effective leadership with spiritual formation in a community with people from diverse backgrounds where they can strengthen each other and form a community, if that's something you want to get in on, we would love for you to be able to check out one of our upcoming cohorts. So just follow the instructions here on our website for how to find out more. We'd also be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Don't hesitate to reach out. God bless you as you consider this and as you press into wherever He's having you live and lead. We believe that it's possible to do that at rest with Him, collaborating with Him.